Hello, 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 Nitaqueer here with another queer Pokemon adventure. Today is Rowlet Community Day, and I am in New Orleans, not Wisconsin, obviously, as you can probably tell by the greenery. There's some palm trees in the back here. Today I am in City Park in Mid-City, New Orleans, quite a ways from downtown, but it's a good place to be, lots of Pokestops. However, I had planned to explore a bit of the northern side of the park and do some birding, and then make my way down to the southern end of the park where all the stops are. Fortunately, I got distracted. It took me a lot longer to get here than I had hoped with the streetcar, and I only had about an hour or so to explore this Couturier forest where all the birds are in the native habitat. So now I need to quickly make my way back to the south end of the park. It's going to be about a 20-minute walk. There's not a ton of stops here. There are spawns, however, and my bag is in pretty good shape in terms of items. Hopefully I can catch a bunch of Rowlet on the way down there and not deplete my item bag too badly. Thankfully we have incense and all that stuff, so let me just drop that, and then we will get moving. Quick update from Professor Willow here. I wanted to warn you about the feathers you may have seen scattered around. If you're considering picking one up, don't. They're surprisingly sharp, trust me. I have a hypothesis about the identity of our feather flinger, but I'd love an extra set of eyes to confirm it. Could you poke around and let me know what you find? And classic Comde fashion. Okay, so in classic Comde fashion, we have to power up something 10 times, catch 15 Rowlets, make 5 nice throws. Okay, so now that that's underway, let's catch some Rowlet, shall we? How long will it take to get the first shiny? Who knows? I'm going to get my Go Plus going as well, because I'm going to be walking, and there's going to be enough spawns, hopefully, that we can catch, auto catch, and quick catch. And of course, it's 3 times the dust. So as soon as I put this thing down, we're going to pop a star piece. I have quite a few star pieces, thankfully, thanks to all the showcases that I've been doing well in. Speaking of showcases, there's actually one just up ahead here, and it's in the middle of this park, which doesn't seem to have a lot of traffic, so maybe we'll be able to win that one. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. It was quite gloomy, cloudy and mild earlier, but the sun has come out just in time for this calm day, which is quite nice. Kind of in this weird roundabout that I need to get to the other side of. It's a lot more extensive than I thought. Alright, let's just put this in a showcase here. Don't think there's anybody else in there at the moment. Rank 1. Hooray. Okay, yeah, we gotta cut across. Okay, I just had an issue with my phone. There seemed to be a problem with the tactile feedback of the screen. I wasn't able to quick catch. I did a hard restart, and that seems to have fixed it. Thankfully, took a few minutes of my calm day away, but luckily not more. So we still have a little bit of a way to go, but I'm almost back to the main area of the park. No shinies yet, though. Also, wanted to just take a quick note of how much dust I'm at to start. So we have 5.444 million. I got probably a couple thousand since the thing started, but let's see how far we can get. Of course, dust is one of the main goals for this event, since it's 3 times catch Stardust. And, you know, getting some good shiny Rowlet wouldn't hurt as well. Hooray, my first shiny! Oh, it's such a beautiful shiny. That's really my color. Like, I was wearing a jacket, basically this exact color earlier, just for good luck, but it took me almost half an hour to get the first one. Mind you, I had some technical issues, but still, hopefully more to come. So of course the lustrous whatever Rockruff event has just started as well this morning, and I got a Rockruff here from a research task, catch 3 eggs. So let's see if we can evolve this one. So I guess you're supposed to be able to evolve some of the Rockruff that you get from eggs and raids, I guess, and research tasks into the new form, the dusk form of Lycanroc. But it's not really clear how to evolve it, so there's a sort of a dusk symbol here, which I guess that means I can evolve it. Not sure if the timing has to be... So let's just try it and see what happens. We have the symbol here. Evolution can only take place at dusk. Okay, so we gotta wait till dusk to evolve them. Aha, okay. That's good. Alright, so I'm almost back to the main area of the park. I'm just over at the Children's Museum over here. passing by it. If you happen to hear crying kids, that's why. Just going to check in with the timed research here. Collect those. We have an encounter. Shiny check. No. I'm not actually sure what the hundo is from the research. I did very little to prepare for this comm day because I am traveling in New Orleans and been focusing on seeing the sights of the city and planning the trip. Cache that dust. Another incense. And another encounter, also not shiny. Sure is nice to play this January comm day in a warm climate. The last few years I've been in British Columbia where it's always very cold. Last year Chespin, sometimes the weather's mild, but it can be pretty rough to play 3 hours in a row in frigid temperatures. Hard on the battery too. Phone battery tends to tank after a while. That one's not bad. Okay. Professor Willow. Alright. Aha, I was right. These feathers belong to Rowlet, the grass quill Pokemon. As a grass type, Rowlet uses photosynthesis to store up energy during the day. Rowlet are typically active at night, thus my initial hesitancy to pin this loose plumage on them. Though delightfully round and known to cuddle up in trainers' backpacks, this Pokemon shouldn't be underestimated. Rowlet has mastered the art of deftly launching dagger-sharp feathers. Certainly not a Pokemon whose feathers you want to ruffle. Definitely not. Consider my interest piqued. How about we see what we can learn about its evolution next? Okay. Transfer 10, catch 50 more, evolve 3. And I think I actually... make sure that Mega Plus is going. So we can see all the lured stops over here in City Park. There's a ton. So we should be getting lots of research. Hopefully catch a good 3-star. I think I already have a hundo. No, actually, I don't have the hundo. I think I have it for Litten. Alright, so we gotta get a hundo too. Let's keep going. Okay, and just finished a little Buzzwole raid. Quite a few players in there. This is a really busy park on a Saturday, turns out. Efrano and I were actually here yesterday, and it was very quiet. Alright, just taking a quick break under the shade of these beautiful live oak trees. They really are gorgeous, and I love to get them in the shot as often as possible. So I had to make some room in my box because it was almost full. Haven't caught any hundos yet, but I did get this nice little 98 here, and it's actually at level 30, so we also have weather boost here. It's windy, although it really isn't windy outside at all. But I'll take it. It means more dust and higher level catches, so we're going to evolve this one. This will be the last one I need to get to the next stage of the timed research, so let's bring this one up to Dartrix. Ta-da, okay. We're almost 1 hour in, and still only one shiny. So I don't know what's going on there. I hope y'all are having more luck. Alright. That does it. Of a Feather Part 2. Another encounter here. And it's actually warming up quite a bit now. It's getting nice and toasty. May even be able to strip down to a t-shirt. Who knows? Okay, so quickly threw on a lucky egg to claim this one. 4,500 XP, another star piece. Nice. And not shiny. Alright. Just look at that. Dashing Dartrix AF. Dartrix is known to be a bit of a dandy. It never slacks when it comes to cleaning its feathers. A dandy, eh? Though preening keeps it looking spiffy and its knife-like feathers, appropriately dubbed blade quills, nice and sharp. It throws these quills at his enemies, striking their weak points with remarkable precision. Talk about if looks could thrill. Let's go ahead and give evolving Dartrix a shot. Evolve one Dartrix, catch another 15, and make 3 more great curveball throws. Okay, well let's just bring that 98 up to Decidueye right away. Might as well, why not? And there we go, Decidueye with Frenzy Plant. Haha. Claim that. Alright, let's keep going. So we're on to hour 2, and now the grind's about to get serious. The first hour was a bit of a low-key, casual sort of play for me because I was walking a lot, and I'm less than 100,000 dust in, so we really got to up the ante here. About 100 catches or so. Oof, another 98 from the research. Alright, so 449. Hundo must be 450-ish. There's this interesting sort of storyland place here. Some kind of creepy Humpty Dumpty and I don't know what her name is situation over there. And a bunch of cool little fairy tale towns and structures. There's like a Hansel and Gretel house or something. Interesting place. Okay, final of a feather task here. We'll claim that dust. Thank you. Rocket radar. Dartrix. Excellent. This should be a nice chunk of dust here. 1350. Okay, what does he have to say now? Well done, Aelf. Decidueye is an expert archer. It can knock and fire an arrow quill in a tenth of a second and pierce a pebble at distance over 100 yards. Despite its cool demeanor, when caught by surprise, it's seized by panic. That happens to me from time to time. Hey, relatable. A colleague recently told me that Decidueye's appearance may be influenced by its environment. Isn't that fascinating? Does that mean it can change color? Is it a chameleon? Anyway, thanks for indulging my curiosity today. It's always such a delight to research on the fly with you. Until next time. Some more Ultra Balls. Silver Pineaps. And final encounter with Rowlet. Okay, I guess the Decidueye is the next one. 5,500 XP. I'll take that. Okay, and this should be Decidueye, I think. Wow, look at that. Not shiny. Can I get an excellent? No, not with the thumb. Even more dust on this one. 2250. Hey, not too shabby. That's not great. Maybe good for PvP? Who knows? Okay, that's it for the time research. Just finished a couple of Shadow Moltres raids with some local New Orleans players. Did not get a shiny, but that's okay, we gotta keep trying. Well, I didn't get a shiny Moltres, but I did get a Hundo Rowlet. Just check the inventory and there it is, boom. 4 stars, so we'll be evolving that one up. And shiny hunt so far is still not going super well. I'm only up to 4. None of them from the research yet, so I don't have any. That one's almost 3 stars. I don't have any amazing ones, so it's almost 4 o'clock, and I need to start heading towards the Airbnb that we're staying in soon, so I don't get there too late because we have dinner plans at 6:30. So here's hoping my shiny luck picks up. I also started this route a little while back, but I had to diverge from it to do these Shadow Moltres raids. So I'm going to backtrack a bit and finish that route and then pick up a bunch of research tasks over that way and then make my way back toward the streetcar. back on the tram. That's almost a wrap for Rowlet Com Day. Hopefully catch some more shinies on the way back. Okay, that is a wrap on Rowlet Community Day. The clock just hit 5:01. It was a mad, frantic dash at the end there to get as much Stardust as I possibly could. So let's just see how we did in the end, shall we? So with Stardust, I'm at 5.8 million. So I was at 5.44, so almost 400,000 dust gained. And that most of that honestly was probably in the last hour or so. I did cheat a little bit. I caught some things that were in my research stacks that I've been saving. So Shelter, one of those things. 1,000 dust per pop on a without any boosts. And so that ended up being 4,500 dust per catch with the 3x catch Stardust and a star piece. So if you are not stacking your research task rewards in your field research menu, if you flee from a research encounter, it will stack at the top of your quest. So you'll have 4 slots. The top one will be the encounters that you fled from, and you can stack up to 100 on there. It doesn't show you exactly how many are in there, so you kind of have to keep track roughly. If you have 100 there and you flee from another encounter, the top one will get basically lost. So in order to keep track, I usually try to remember which Pokemon I have at the top of the stack. I try to remember the CP. It's not super easy. You can make a note of it on your phone, but I try to just kind of memorize that CP number. So Shelter 439 is at the top. Every now and then, if I'm doing a lot of tasks, fleeing from a lot of encounters that have boosted dust, then I will check up on that every now and then to make sure that that Shelter 439 is still at the top, and if it's not, then I know them at max capacity for that stack, and I need to clear that stack. So we usually get a 3x Stardust calm day every few months, and there's lots of other dust boosted events, so whenever those come around, I try to clear that stack as much as I can. Anyway, definitely helps me with the dust gains because Rowlet was only 450 per pop with a star piece, and the Shelter was 4,500, so huge difference there. I also had a bunch of costume things in there, a bunch of Delibirds, and Butterfrees and things like that from the Fashion Week that we had a few weeks ago. Let's take a look at how many Rowlets we ended up getting. So I had caught roughly 230, I think, probably before the event started, and now I'm at 609, so almost 400 caught. And how many shinies did we get? In the end, I finished with 9 shinies, so I did get a few more at the end there, but really much lower than other comp days where you kind of tend to get near 20, I find, most of the time if you're playing for the full 3 hours. Let's see if we got any good shinies. A 0 star, 0, 1, 1. There's a 2. 1, 2, 2. Okay, so a couple 2 stars, but no 3 stars, unfortunately. Now, of course, I did get that hundo, so that was really nice. So let's take this best one here that I have, this best shiny, and evolve it all the way up so you can see what those shinies look like. I hope the color scheme stays the same. I think it does. Dark Trick, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of a really dark teal. I like that. And finally, Decidueye. Now, I really like Decidueye. I didn't play Sun and Moon, so it's not a Pokemon I have like a nostalgic connection to, but I love the design. Obviously, owls are amazing. I love birds. The color is like really my color scheme. Wow, what a beauty. That really dark, sort of nightly dark green, or is it black? Maybe it's just black, but yeah, that's really gorgeous shiny. And Decidueye is just a really great design, I think. The name is awesome, Decidueye. Sort of an archer, owl, sort of Robin Hood-esque kind of vibe. Pretty darn cool. Anyway, that concludes Rowlet Community Day in New Orleans. I hope y'all had a great day. Hope you got tons of shinies. Hope you got some good IV catches. And I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye. Well, one more thing. I just got back to my Airbnb room and I realized it's dusk. And what do we need to do at dusk? Evolve Rockruff. Okay, so let's do it. Here we go. There's a check mark, so that means we can do it. And I actually got this other one from An egg. Hatch. I did hatch one. So let's do the evolution. And it's a 3-star. Dusk form Lycanroc. I don't even know what this looks like. Oh, it looks kind of similar to the daytime one. It's more orange. Let's compare them. That's very similar. Okay, so there's this daytime one, nighttime, of course, and dusk. It's the same except the colors, isn't it? Spikier mane. Okay, well, I was kind of hoping for something a little more exciting than that, but oh well, there it is. Let's bring this one up too while we're at it, and then I can have one to trade in case some of my friends don't get it. Okay. And once again, that's a wrap for me. If you played today's calm day in an unusual location, maybe you're also traveling, and it was somewhere interesting and exciting, let me know in the comments. Also, how many shinies did you all get? That's it for now. Nidaqueer out. Bye!